Oh Lord. Alicia.
Hello, brown people of all shades, from beige to deep dark chocolate. Hi, everybody.
Are we live?
We are live. We are
Oh.
live and full in
We
effect.
are?
That's why I greeted everyone from all spectrum of hues.
I'm getting ready. I was gonna say, I think you need a 1 and not a 2 in the shirt I'm putting to the side for you.
Okay, bet it up.
I don't think you need a
You talking about the dress?
No,
dress
in the top, because the top is like a little boxy, kind of like oversized.
Oh yes, yeah, one.
And I don't think
for
you
sure.
don't need a 2 in that.
No,
I mean, you know,
I do one up top.
I thought you kind of smaller. Yeah, you smaller up top.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think you need all that. But that's just my executive opinion.
I agree.
Yes. So I put a 1 aside for you.
Yes, we talking about my clothes, and I'm so excited. If y'all ain't gone on this website, y'all better get on this website.
Yes. How y'all doing, beautiful people? Who's out there? Let me get on my phone so I can see what's going on. Is anybody out there, Alicia?
Is anybody out there?
Because if I don't, now I gotta what?
Hello.
Is it gonna let me? Okay, then let me come on. Okay, it says we live. Let me.
I agree.
Oh, let me turn it down. Okay. Well, right now we're talking to ourselves, and that's beautiful.
It is.
Not yet. No.
That's
beautiful. Why do the lights on tonight?
I agree.
So I put a 1 aside for you. So, what's been going on this week?
What has been going on this week? Working. Being a safe space for others. And at the same time, unfortunately, with the heaviness that's going on in the world, it's been hard for me to have even a space to process that. Because for me, I should how much we've gone through thus far, but yeah, trying to find a space and also just having some fun too. I've made a plan for myself that every week and I'm going to do something fun. So I have like a little arts and crafts night planned for my little people and my nieces this weekend. So I'm looking.
That's fun for you? Is that fun?
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah.
I'm doing so with my kids, and I'll be like, "Is that actually fun, or are you just like?"
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I just had. I was curious. Okay.
Yeah. Now that stuff is fun. Like going on a vacation with your kids, that's more like an excursion. It's not really a vacation.
Okay. Just who doesn't have a kid to be like, you mean you want to do some crafts with your kid? Is that fun, or you want to go for a drink? Let me find out.
That's fun.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah, last week we flew some kites.
Oh,
yeah, we did that last week.
That could be that's what's up.
That was fun. So, trying to do something. But we got some
people trickling in. Who's out there? Say something if you're out there.
Yes, please. About this foolishness.
I see some faces out there. Give us a heart, a thumbs up. Just tag yourself in, say something. So we here. Giving y'all a recap on this show we do not like anymore. Okay. We go over this show, y'all. Don't make any sense right now. Okay. It is so ridiculous. But here we are.
Taxing.
Etta, Jen, and Alicia. And Koya is somewhere in the background, and the mama is helping out tonight too. We talking about Married at First Sight, season 12. We talking about the last 2 episodes because we was MIA last week, and I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, I ain't watch it the week before last because I had time. I was just frustrated. Okay, I was frustrated, but here we are because this was like one of my favorite shows.
Mm-hmm.
And
they messed it up. They messed it up.
Should I feel like that?
It's really tiring. Like, I think last season, it was just so good. Even though
it just raised our love spirits.
We had some couples that really were having a rough time.
Mm-hmm.
There were couples that were doing well.
Yes.
So I think they didn't do this on purpose. That's what they say. They did not do this on purpose. But I think
that's Pastor Cal. He alluded to that.
Yeah. They're underestimating the amount of people that like to see people in a good relationship, a healthy relationship.
Yes, come on, Jennifer.
All this other stuff. Like it's just too much. So
yes.
Who shall we start with?
Who shall we start with? You know what?
Are we talking about last week too? Because
we can. You gave me the overview because I just didn't feel like it.
We're gonna have to talk about the unnamed man.
The unnamed person.
Yeah.
The unnamed. Oh, you talking about that? I mean that person.
No, it should be on the way. It should be coming. It should be right here. Let me tell you something. I will say that when I saw Chris say it was more her face, I thought he may have been more nasty about it, but he was actually really not nasty about it. But I still felt like, nigga, the audacity.
I just feel like you need to look at your own home before you start talking about somebody else's.
Right. Like, what vessel are you traveling in?
And
are you Malik Yoba? Are you Idris Elba? Are you Denzel?
If we're just comparing a face, then Paige has the better face. She has a much better face. So I didn't. When he said that, I was like, okay, he just. I don't know. I'm just over that. But for them to be finished, they're done now. But somehow,
but are they done?
They're not.
No, they're not done.
Them at decision day.
And why was he touching her? Like, kind of being jovial. Don't touch me. You told me I was ugly, sir.
He's smiling at her. She's smiling at him.
Multiple times you told me I was ugly.
Speaking for her as well.
He better not say nothing for me.
As we know, that's not over yet. But I don't have anything else to say about that because he's just a horrible person in my eyes. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's gonna have to really do a lot of work to come back.
Did he say? And then he said, "There's plenty Black queens, Latina queens, white queens. What?
Asian queens,
bro? What are you talking about?
Hispanic queens." I was like, okay,
like,
but Unfiltered. I watched part of Unfiltered last night.
That was awful.
What I did not know is that they look at pictures of your exes.
That was good.
That was some good insight because I didn't know they went that in depth. He was like, come on, man. Like, we look at pictures of your exes. And they were like, Paige fell right in line with pictures of his exes. But I guess it's perspective too. Who's looking at pictures. But I did not know they did that.
Yeah.
So this is making me think even more like they are really considering everything. If you're giving them pictures of your exes, they can kind of get a feel of who you like, you know, attractiveness, all of that.
Yeah. And I just
Chris was 45 minutes late.
With the fact that Chris,
he was. We forgot about that. He was 45 minutes late.
Yes.
Pastor Kyle was about to.
Brooke is always getting us together. Come on, Brooke.
End it. He was like, "That's it. He's not coming." In he walks.
Which shows he's not vested to the. Did you ice those? I mean, did you date those baby cakes? Please, thank you so much, Malik. I appreciate you so much. I know. Yeah, it's Yeah,
he was on the way. You right?
Right.
Somebody
called and say you on the way.
Like,
Chris is disrespectful. Chris,
all around.
That might be it, Jennifer. No, that's not. No, that's going. Yeah. So Chris is disrespectful. I'm really, to be honest, y'all. I'm just like I said. Listen, I'm over everybody at this point. I'm over everybody because I just feel like 14 days. I just feel like this is the worst ever. No one's being honest.
No one's being honest. I feel like at the end, minus Brianna, who said that? I think not Koya.
Anitra or Koya, somebody said they feel like she just don't want to get pregnant because she don't mess her body up. That's why she feels like she won't get pregnant. But other than Brianna, I think my favorite person right now is Vodka, because Vodka's kind of keeping it real for me right now. I'm kind of she growing on me more and more. She a little out of control. She a little like blunt and rough with it. But Koya's talking about me.
She did.
I feel like she know Chris. Is it Chris? I mean Eric. She know Eric is on some bullshit. She know Eric.
My husband said this when we were watching it. He was like, seeing her, even how she was handling that ball, like you could tell, like she really played basketball.
Yeah.
And
she was out okay.
And he's like, she is kind of like one of the guys, like in her mind, that's kind of her personality. And so like this having guy friends and being over guys' houses, even though we're seeing it like, okay, it's wildly inappropriate as a married person, that from her mindset, it's just like, these are my guy friends. Like I'm one of the guys, like this, that's her. That is kind of, she carries more masculine energy, like that is kind of like her part of her personality. And when she kind of teared up about him not reaching out to her family at first, I was like, that's kind of like, is that a thing to cry about? But I feel like that is like her safe space to say, like, I feel like I'm doing more in this relationship than you're doing. Like, you're not showing up.
Your brother, I'm calling your mother, I'm calling the cavalry, and
I'm learning I'm learning new ways to teach, to train my dog. I gotta introduce my friends to you so you can be okay with them. I gotta, all of these, I gotta check in with you every hour, like, all of this stuff. But how are you changing? Either you don't change. If I don't come your way, then you give me an ultimatum. And so it's like, she knows Eric is, as much as he say, I'm here, I love you, I'm here for you, I'm not going anywhere. I'm like, you say that, but if she doesn't do anything, if she does something you don't like, it's a wrap. It's another ultimatum.
Let's talk about when her and the
used to call those friends her brothers. Yeah,
that's really how she sees them.
Yeah. You think he would respect it if he did say those are my brothers?
Probably not. I don't think so.
Not with his history of being cheated on so much, I think.
Okay.
I think that's what's really scaring him about the fact that she's just so independent. Like, I don't need you and you.
Yeah, see, thank you, Koya. I was gonna say that. So Stephanie made a post a while ago. No sex against white people, but black people got cousins. We got brothers, cousins, guy people, and I don't ever really see white people talk about cousins or like brothers or other people. So as a culture, black people, we tend to just add people in.
Oh yeah, everybody family.
Well, with them, you've been around them for several years. That shows. I mean, my best friend calls my dad like her other dad.
Yeah.
What happened to my dad? She'd be like, I'll be devastated because we've been around for over 20 years. At this point, she family. I think so. I just wonder. Well, oh Lord, can you ask Malik, or you need to ask me? So I'm sorry, we got staff here. They asking me questions. So I just wonder if you really. I mean, and then I was gonna say Peach. I'm thinking about cobblers. I think talking about cobblers over there, so I don't want to focus myself. Peach, Georgia, they're Atlanta. Okay, bringing it back. Okay, Eric is so Trumpish. He's so everything else. I don't even know if he really gets that whole thing. Now I do understand. You didn't got married. You might curtail some things.
Yeah.
So you find the actual balance, right? I think we Jennifer talking about sometimes like people get married and then you like miss your friends, they're just like gone all of a sudden. They have but there's like there's this period of trying to figure out how do we get the balance. It's like I remember my friends getting married and then I might not have talked to them like a whole lot, but as they've been married for like a while now, it's changed now. They've got the balance of how to do the children, the husband, and the friendship.
It takes a minute to get that balance.
Right. I can only imagine. And yes, Koya, Virginia's father did pause and was like, well, every marriage is not going to be the same. And, you're not an expert, Eric, on marriage. And him and his whole, like, I know how marriage is supposed to go. I love how she talked about, and even for me, it was good to hear somebody say, every marriage is not the same. It's what we dictate it to be.
And then she questioned him like, so do you really believe that though? Like you say that you hearing me, but the way you coming at me, it don't seem like that's really how you feeling.
Exactly. So I like. I'm liking her a lot more there. They're not showing her drinking as much as she was before. I don't know if that was just part of the staging or part of whatever. I don't know what was going on. For the people that are just joining us, we're talking about Married at First Sight, season 12, our favorite show to hate right now.
It's annoying this season, man.
So all my Married at First Sight people, we're just recapping what happened the last 2 weeks. We hate this show, but we love this show. My mom thinks, oh, really? They think she's on meds now? Interesting.
Who's on meds?
Koya mama think that Virginia's on meds now. So maybe she's kind of loving it out a little bit. Because I haven't seen her drinking as much anymore.
She was making a drink when his
sister
in-law came.
But she was acting like Eric and her husband are kind of along the same lines because her face, when she was asking them questions,
she was like,
I
don't know how Eric's gonna feel about that. I don't know.
Where is that coming from?
I've known Eric for a really long time. They just said 829. Come on, my girl. Maybe they don't actually have it. Maybe they're lying to us.
Right.
But what was y'all talking about exactly?
Eric and Virginia.
I got sidetracked.
How much we're appreciating how Virginia is stepping up.
Last week's episode, I appreciated the conversations that Eric had with
Dr. Pepper.
Yes. I appreciated her so much last week and also this week because she was
the truth bringer.
She was bringing to everybody. Dr. Pepper. And I was like, why?
Yes.
I don't know why they didn't bring her on here earlier. Like Dr. Pepper needed to be on the honeymoon with all of these people. Like she needed to just have her own room.
Sure did.
To like come down to the pool
and counsel right there.
Talk to everybody. Business.
Why is she showing up 6 weeks in and it's an 8-week experiment?
But she got Eric together last week when he was like, and she has this thing with like her dog, and I'm trying to explain to her that, it's my dog too now. And she was like, hold up. If she had a kid, would you be acting the same way? He was like, oh, well, when you have it in those terms, he was like, yeah, I understand. I was like, would you leave her alone about this dog? That's her dog.
Relax.
Like, it's her dog. She got the dog when she was alone, a single person by herself. Y'all both are coming into a marriage with dogs. That's her dog. That's his dog. I don't see the problem with addressing it as my dog. If I got married and my husband had a dog, I'd be like, that's his dog.
It's even are married to say that's her dog.
Yes.
And they got the dog as a couple, right? And they'd be like, "That ain't my dog. That's her
dog." Or he bought her a dog because she wanted a dog, and she took the dog. He may take part in some of the ritualistic properties of this dog or whatever, like walking it maybe, but it's still her actual dog.
He needs
to relax.
He does, but the reason why he can't relax, or he feels he can't relax, is because he needs to feel like they are blending, that she is relying on him, that they're coming together because of his stuff, his old stuff. And Virginia, like, you're not showing me any fruit that I wanna be with you any long term. Like,
Right.
Your words and your actions ain't lining up.
Right. They not.
I also liked how they tried to address how he has these ideals in his head of what it could be, and she was trying to tell him like it doesn't have to be like this. It could be like it still be like a hell, and he couldn't really understand that. He was like, but in my mind, we should still have these things in a marriage. And she's like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it just doesn't have to be those things that makes a good marriage, a healthy marriage, or whatever. It can be however we decide it should look for us. He just wasn't like
he can't.
Like he couldn't understand. Like it's a bunch of people out here that are married that are doing stuff that if I was married, I'd be like, oh no, but that works for them.
Right.
That works for them.
These people out here got whole wives and girlfriends, and they married because they can get hall passes. They got open marriages, whatever the case is. If it works for them, then it's okay. You have to do it. You have to define whatever it is for you and your relationship. It cannot be based off of anybody else and what they want.
But that was interesting for me to see too, that he was just really having a hard time understanding, like
moving away from his.
Yeah, like what he had in his head, like what he thinks it should be.
Right.
His mom and his dad probably is what he's
right.
Everything
he
rigid.
Mom and his dad, right? Super freaking rigid.
I was thinking about that in my head last night. I said he rigid in the rug. Like he's not gonna move.
Anthony, that's right.
And I've been married before, and if you
Evita said he is trying to recreate what he felt his first marriage should have been.
And that is when you need to get thee to a therapist. No. Mm-mm.
Which is why Dr. Pepper should have been there in the very beginning.
You can't make.
She told Haley she was not trying, and I was like, "Ooh."
Hold on.
She told Haley.
She told Haley that last week.
But she told her that last week too.
She did Haley got tap danced on my nerves this week.
Haley is on my nerves too. Sorry, y'all, you about to eat some food.
She tap danced on my nerves because I love Shakespeare, Koya. So no, but she tap danced on my nerves because Dr. Pepper asked her, so it sounds like Jacob is really heartbroken. He's hurt about this necklace thing. What do you have to say? Then she goes on to, all my life I've tried and I tried to accept people, but then I have a hard time. I'm like, what does this have to do with the fact that your mama got his necklace and you haven't made any like concessions to correct this situation? I understand you thought it was a necklace. It's a bracelet. Your mom took it. Okay, can she mail it? What's happening? Because your husband has said this is important to him.
I was trying to go back and see exactly what she said to her in that conversation, because I thought it was good when she explained it to her like that. Like, he's hurt.
Yeah,
understand that he is hurt. Like, that hurt his feelings.
She said, I really, all my life, I've had a hard time taking people in. I was like, what happened? We talking about the bracelet.
I'm tired of Haley. I don't understand why they are still on this show. I think they should be gone, just like Chris and Paige are.
Agreed.
Because when she closed herself off
out the cooler, right?
On
the honeymoon.
It was over. It was over since then. Like, couldn't get in. He can't get inside for her to open up at all because she completely closed down. Haley was also on the what's the show called last night, and
Unfiltered.
That she felt like he doesn't start anything up with her. Like it's always on her to like
to start the conversation,
to like do whatever.
Alicia does not like Jacob. She
doesn't. I'm team steak and eggs, but I understand why Jacob rubs people the wrong way.
Yeah, at the end. This is Jacob.
I completely understand, but Jacob is one of those people. I feel he is one of those people who's very authentic. He's very authentic, and if he catches a wind that you're not on that same wavelength, like you're not who you're presenting yourself to be, he can't. You can't be in his space. Like he's just like and
right. And he said that when they got back home after the trip, he was like, I don't know who you are right now. I don't know if you the girl from this time or if you this other person.
Yeah, which Haley are you?
And he said that to her. And so I don't like Haley. I don't like Haley at all.
But the conversation
I think she's a jerk.
It's clear she never wanted it to work. Yeah, she made it seem.
And then she gets on the phone and she tells her mom, "Well, he's asking for it again." Yes. I'm like, don't talk to your mama. He's just like this horrible person,
right?
And you have not tried. You close this man off, and then you sit up here like, I have to put in all the work. He's not doing anything. You shut him down,
right? When Dr. Pepper was like, he's hurt. I saw his body just go like. It kind of like loosened up a little bit. I literally felt like he was hurt. Now, yes, Anitra, I understand what you're saying. I don't know if he knows how else.
I don't think he's full of shit.
I don't know if he knows how else to actually deal with it. So he has to keep bringing it up until he gets some understanding because Haley is not being 100% with him. She is not telling the whole truth.
She's the pace car.
Yes.
So and he said that he's following her.
Right. She's just doing whatever. It's all about whatever she wants. And I feel like there might be a petty part of Jacob that's like, I'm gonna keep bringing it up until I get an answer. I'm gonna keep doing this until I get an answer. Because at this point, I don't got nothing to lose.
When Dr. Pepper was there, and every couple's supposed to be answering the hard questions of their relationship so they can get the answer before decision day. And Haley's question that she needs to ask him is about his dress shoes with his jeans. It's like, girl, that's what he liked to wear. Why is this a question? What is happening here? Can you accept this man? That should be Jacob's hard question. What is it about me that you have such a hard time accepting? I wear dress shoes, I wear cowboy boots with jeans, and I wear graphic t-shirts and fanny packs. You got a problem with it? I don't understand. Like, what's happening? Like, this is who I am. I showed up as me. Who did you show up as? Like,
he's like, I mean, he had a Jacob outfit on, and I'm looking like, really, what he has on isn't so horrible.
It's not.
Like, you act like he's wearing tie-dye booty shorts and a cut-off shirt. He has on jeans, dress shoes, and a t-shirt. Like, how is that so bad?
When he showed her that picture of him at the
with them shorts
shorts on.
Yeah, at the company thing.
At the company event, she was so irritated.
She was.
She was so. He was like, "You wore that."
But he was I feel like they were both being petty in that moment because
totally being petty.
Because he said, well, people in IT aren't like, like super serious and, rigid like that. We're cool. And it was what it was. Like to say, like, we're not like you. We actually know how to have fun.
And that's really what he meant. And I'm here for him making the slick comments to her too. I called him off. I was like,
I said, "Ooh,
okay,
ooh, there it is again." I was like, "Ooh."
But ultimately, her friends were at the beginning of the season when they had the conversation with their friends and their family about, "Oh, I'm doing this. I got picked." Her friends were right, and she should have never signed up for this show.
Yeah, she should have went on Match.com or eHarmony or something first.
Yeah. She really
Her mom is like, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. It's like,
I'm so sorry.
What is she going through? She's causing the problems.
I'm lying to your mama, girl.
Causing the problem, sis. It's you. It's like your clothes ain't cute either. Your little cut off shorts and your little raggedy shorts.
Haley's friends don't even like her.
Koya crazy.
And then Claire and Ryan. Why are they lying to each other?
You know what? They are lying during the show, but before the show, I think Claire and Ryan are still together. I think they made it.
I think they did too.
To hear her talk on the other show, I was like, this is a different.
She sounded different?
Yes. She sounded happy. She sounded like she understood him.
Adam.
I think they're still together.
I was like, on the Unfiltered, I said, is this Clara?
She was like, we are so intimate in our conversations. And I was like, Clara,
who is she?
So if you judge by that, we are very intimate. I said, oh, okay. But you was hard up, sis, on the episode. You was about to jump. You was about to jump this man.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm like, there must be some footage we're not seeing. There must be some footage.
Because we didn't see about this bracelet until this week.
That part.
The bracelet that's been mentioned a million times. We're hearing it for the first time like 3 times.
I looked at her last night. I said, why are we just now hearing about this?
Mm-hmm.
This is a big deal to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like $800. I'm like that bracelet was $800. But anyway, but
Dr. Pepper said, but she was so dope how she said he got it because of what you were gonna mean to him. You were a stranger, but how she said like what were you gonna
who you were to him, like you were gonna be his wife. Yeah.
When she said it like that, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, you didn't hurt this man's feelings. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just a bracelet. It was like, it meant so much more.
Mm-hmm.
She picks people apart so much. Even her friend said that it would be a long time.
Yeah.
Church.
You right, Angel.
You right, Angel. You on point, girl.
You right.
And she young. It's like, girl, they all so young. Now, I'm not saying you have to meet somebody. Okay, physical is really important. Like, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But when does everything else kick in?
Like, he is... One, she's saying that he is being so quiet and reserved that he's not showing her who he really is. But I feel like he was open to that until she showed her behind during the honeymoon. And now he like, I don't really have anything to say to you. Mm-hmm. I don't even understand why I'm still here at this point.
I think that's what it is too.
So he's like, you can act like you're showing, you're trying in front of the cameras, but I'm just here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel, Anitra, I do feel like his pettiness is very intentional.
Oh, it definitely is intentional.
I mean, like,
because I don't like Haley.
Yeah, I don't like Haley. Hey, Uncle Jerome. Jacob checked out. Yeah, he's checked out.
Yeah, Jacob is checked out.
So he checked out. You do petty shit when you've checked out.
You do.
It's not even like, yes, I mean, I feel like that they could have worked out, but they're not even. Nothing about this makes sense anymore.
But he said on the Unfiltered. I watched the old Unfiltered part of it this morning, and he said he wasn't attracted to her
from the beginning. Yeah.
Really?
When he first saw her, he said it kind of took a couple days. I was like, oh, okay. I thought he was attracted to her like immediately.
So let me ask this question. Are we attracted to people like immediately? Like, is it like ooh? Is there something?
Sometimes it is.
Is it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes
I'm a little slow to the punch sometimes with something. It takes me sometimes I'm like, they all right. And then I have to kind of like, I need to know who they are.
You can't.
That part. Because
what?
Because you're not impressed by anything or anybody. She's not.
I mean, if you think about it, even as I was kind of too deep as a kid, so I was just like, Why are we giving cute boys so much credit? It's just DNA. Like they don't have any choice about how they look. Like I'm gonna be extra nice to you because you cute. No.
Just saying, if you lined up 10 guys in the line, you could put the order of who you find to be the most attractive to you and onward. Like you see people, you can tell immediately if you are attracted to somebody when you see them.
Yeah,
that's it.
But sometimes immediate attraction does not mean attraction in all other areas.
No.
It's just
have nothing to say.
Outward. It's just
it's just outward. So I feel like, do we get older and then your like morals and values and your spirit and your energy mean more? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, they haven't even given. It's like Chris, Haley. That's probably it. It's like, do they even give you an opportunity to get to know somebody other than what they look like? Now, I'm not saying looks don't have nothing to do with it, but that's
let's get you in the door.
Right. That's why I feel like this whole younger generation of these middle 20-year-olds are not looking at things in their fullness.
Well,
we're still looking at superficial.
Yeah. Well, because you do want to look. There's some people out here that they do want a look. They want a certain look.
I mean, I get it too. I want to look
for them, and that
I want somebody to be taller. I mean, that's why. Let me tell you what's attractive to me: height.
At this age, that's my only physical requirement.
Yes, height is my physical.
Actually, it's two.
What's the other one?
Height, and I don't want you to be too big.
Yeah,
because I'm already big, and we can't be too big together.
You got dates on those?
So I hold that spot right now.
I hold that.
Luke is over here. He just all in.
I know
he's all in.
What?
He said, "I hold that spot."
Right. Yes.
Yeah. I just in my particular. Go ahead, sure. You put your hands on it. She took the good one too.
Oh, that's a nice curly fry. It's like a Shirley Temple curl fry.
No, put it in. But yeah, and not being like too.
This girl big energy.
I mean, Koya, that would be nice too, but you
know. Jen, I like Jen's energy too.
Jen be on the truth.
Yeah, she do.
All I can
she don't hold no punches.
No, not one. Okay.
Her and Jake would be a good couple. See, maybe Jake and Jen.
Me and Jacob could probably be friends, but no to a couple.
No to a couple. You know, he can't get in the door.
Because we're probably we would be just sitting there being quiet together.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, both too.
More.
You'll pull you out your chair.
Yeah, who's more out there.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Me being with somebody who's like just chill like me, I'd be like, where you?
Y'all be at home just chilling.
Just be staring at each other.
Right.
You don't want to go nowhere? No, me neither.
Vita, Koya is in timeout.
Always.
In timeout. Koya stay in timeout. None of Koya.
She lives there.
Yeah, ill-matched. Yes, they are ill-matched.
They are ill-matched. I'm just over. I just feel like as a 40-year-old woman, there's other things I find important besides the way somebody looks.
Well,
and even though, like I said, my number one thing is height. And if I could be a little bit particular, I would say chocolate.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Come on now.
I'll just all in chocolate. That's what I would like. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to.
And if I had to go in deeper, I might say, please have your teeth in the front of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Have your teeth all in order. You know what I'm saying? Hygiene, things like that. But these are just basic things. I'm asking, like brushing your teeth, cleaning yourself, cleaning your ears, hygiene. But if I had to be particular, height. Height. Right. But is your spirit right? Do we have the same morals and values? Are we built towards the same things?
You can't get to all of that if you are so unattracted to the person by how they look. That's what these people are. That's what the issue is.
Well, that's the problem because they're just, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, Jacob. I think
but Chris' misunderstanding was he felt that having sex with Paige was getting to the deeper level of Paige.
That's that youngness.
Do you actually believe that? Do you really believe he actually felt like that, or he just wanted to have sex and he just used that?
I believe it's both. It's both. I believe it's both. I really believe that Chris truly doesn't understand or see how he shows up in the world. He don't. He don't. He don't know how idiotic he truly looks. Yes.
Chocolate. Somebody said chocolate. I heard chocolate.
Look at it. He said, "I'm available."
I don't know what happened. I was listening on the other side. I don't know.
He said, "I'm available." It's chocolate in the house.
Okay.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
We wanted to mess with y'all. You already know.
So silly.
Somebody said
chocolate. That's right.
I'm here.
Yes, Chris wanted to smash. Facts.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I also think he just lacks self-awareness all the way around.
Well, he think he it. I mean, he thinks so. When you think you it, maybe his mother as a child told him he was everything.
Pastor Kyle said that. Pastor Kyle said someone unfiltered about him being so unaware of
aloof.
Yeah, like just so unaware. He just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, what? What's the problem? Huh?
Ryan.
We briefly touched on them about how they lying.
I do want to say if anybody's watching us right now and wants to come on stage and share their opinion, Anitra, because you got so much to say these days about Jacob and Haley, Anitra, Evita, Zuri, Angel. If y'all want to come, always Koya. We know you got something to say. Else wants to say something, you know the drill. You come on, pop in. We send you the link. You can say your piece. You can pop back out. Just let me know, and I'll send you the link. All right, go ahead, Koya.
First of all, I'm sitting in a studio space with like 12 men, and they were like, "What are you doing?" And I told them what I was doing, and a couple of them were like, "Oh," and then one of them who I did not think would know anything started talking about Chris, and I was like, "Wait a minute."
Are those waist beads behind you?
They are.
Oh, those are pretty.
The studio is also an Adinkra Cultural Arts Center.
Oh,
so, these are waist beads.
I might need to. They need to do wholesale. I might need to buy some of those.
I can find out if they wholesale these. I'm pretty sure they will, and they do. There's some beautiful ones, y'all. Beautiful. So anyway, okay. So
go ahead.
And yes, I am the one that did say that I think that Bree doesn't want to mess her body up. By the way, I just saw it. I saw a slight, like Virginia was scared about life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Virginia's legitimately scared about everything. She's like a deer in the headlights, right? But Bree, you like a planner.
Mm-hmm.
I know your black mama and your black parents have told you that a lot of us have these type of health issues. You can have a conversation with your doctor and get some of these things to calm your spirit down about the situation. Okay. Like that's where I got irritated because I was like, you ain't talked to no doctor. You just was like, I have high blood pressure, so I can't have any children. What? What you mean?
But with Brianna,
also, have you seen your husband? You better let him put some babies in you. What are you talking about? I don't understand why we're having this conversation.
Brianna is not a compromiser. This is what we
clearly
from last week.
You're gonna get up early in the morning, Jen. You're gonna get up early in the morning with me.
I was like, girl,
you want to eat this picturesque breakfast.
That was hilarious.
It was funny. And he
hilarious.
He was like, yeah, but they said that we need to come to a compromise. And she was like, okay, so you should go to sleep earlier and then you can get up earlier. I was like,
when I heard she was a dancer when she was young, I was like, okay, she's more type A. I knew she was that type A. I really knew it off break. but I hadn't seen all of it come out. And so I was like, she's concerned about her body. She'll be over it soon.
But the thing is, their
he might be
for trying to have kids was like, it wasn't far off. He was like, I want kids like in like a year or two. Hers like 3 years. That's a year different.
But then she says stuff like, well, it's not going to be anytime soon. No, it's going to be a long time.
Right.
And I was like, you petty, because you know how much that means to him. So why would you even say that like that?
Yeah, and he gonna have smoke coming out his ears, his nostrils, his neck, everywhere in a minute.
Okay. And y'all,
and don't be.
I wanted to like hug Dr. Pepper. I was so happy to see her. Y'all. Because I had just finished watching Unfiltered, and I didn't understand why the zombie had took over Claire's body. And I was like, who's the Broadway actress zombie that just jumped inside her body? Why is her fucking dress so short?
Yeah.
Like, why is your outfit so short?
Yeah, she had everything out. But she was just like, yeah, our relationship is 10 out of 10. And we're intimate and we're connected and we're wonderful and it's everything. And Ryan is the best. He's the best.
And Ryan is clueless, yo. Like, y'all, I couldn't watch. Maybe y'all. Okay, so the first week with the everybody lied to everybody lied to all the experts. Okay, everybody lied. My mother was going crazy in the house. My mother was like, everybody's a liar. They're all lying to the therapist. I was like, this is what people do. They lie to therapy.
Every day, all day. And so I have to say, what I have to say is, you say that.
But did y'all see how bad Clara looked though in the therapy session? She looked rough. She was just like, everything's fine. I'm okay not getting penis. Everything's just okay. Yeah. We're a 10 out of 10. He was like, you're a 10 out of 10? And she's like, everything's great. I'm everything's fine. But I was like, but the other night you were saying you do all the work and you know, I'm confused. Oh, he done slapped you and told you don't say nothing else. That's what he did. Y'all think that little nigga, he little, but he on steroids.
No, I think sometimes we really have to lie to ourselves sometimes to stay in something because we want to save face.
Ooh, that was deep. That was deep.
Ooh,
that was deep.
That's what this is about. This is great. Everything's great. I'm like, Eric, everything's not great. Clara, Ryan, everything is not great.
Serial killer is on the loose.
They the same way too.
Eric is terrifying, but I love how he tries to pitch his stance every time, and people look at him crazy every time.
Y'all done for real?
He was like, the standards, and they're like, what you mean?
Well, got swept in the back.
Dr. Pepper was like, Dr. Pepper just kept doing this, y'all. Dr. Pepper was like,
why your mask on, Malik?
Dr. Pepper was giving him all the face.
And her confessional.
She was like, I want him to say one more wrong thing. Like, I was just waiting for Dr. Pepper to pop off on Eric. Like, I was like, it's going to happen. And, yo, I feel like Dr. Pepper amped up Virginia and gave her some battery in her back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good point, Brooke.
What's she saying? I'm saying.
So I was basically like, yo, so I don't understand how he's this crazy, y'all. He don't see himself, or he knows he's that crazy and he doesn't want us to find out where the bodies are. I'm just not sure how crazy he is. But Dr. Pepper saw it and he did.
The whole family's like that. That's why.
I mean, and also, can we just talk about like the church thing with Ryan for a second? Why he didn't talk about that in the beginning of his life, of the show, if it was that important?
That is,
I feel like they bamboozled her with that by accident. Like,
but that's still confusing to me that when they listed off, you know, when they run down the list of how people got picked, when they first got picked, they didn't say anything about that.
About religion at all.
Exactly. If that was so important to him, I feel like it should have come up when they So ran down the list of like who he was.
I think that he is fake using the religion now. And so now she has to commit to raising the kids in the church before he's ever going to have sex with her or say, I love you. I conversation over and over. And he's like, I want to raise them in the church. I want to raise them in the church. I want to raise them in the church. Telling the mom, I want to raise them in the church. I want to raise them in the church. It's about to be leverage.
I don't think he even goes to church every Sunday.
No, I don't think he goes to church at all.
I doubt it. So him saying, I want my kids, like, you don't even go to church. You don't.
On Sundays for brunch with his friends that wear their little newspaper hats. That's what he does.
He just says she can't get
on. You think he's homosexual?
Why not?
Matthew thinks he's homosexual.
Oh, I don't think they're looking to cell phone.
Who thinks
Matthew thinks that he's homosexual. Ryan.
Oh, Ryan?
I was surprised to see him wear a 16 shirt. I was like, oh, maybe. I was like, oh, okay.
I wouldn't be shocked. It's something there, y'all. I don't know.
What do I think about what? His sexuality? I don't know, but I don't know if Ryan just knows how to be honest. I feel like, unfortunately, sometimes the part of church can be where you, especially as a PK, you have to just like present. You just have to present and not be. And I don't know if he knows how to just be. Like, he just always in present mode, you know. And I just like and Clara is so not like that. She's just like Pastor Cal said, I'm Clara, you know. Mishka is my dog. You know, Jello shots in my refrigerator. Like, she just is her, you know. So he just so, you know, just so.
My entertainment has been Haley and Jacob. Like, Haley, that's my entertainment. Haley and Jacob.
Oh,
you mean Jacob? Because he just be firing on her all the time. Just.
I mean, he be firing her ass up. And Dr. Pepper was not having it. I said, "Ooh, Haley, you're not about to win this one."
Dr. Pepper was not.
I was like, "Oh." Dr. Pepper was. She said so many things I can't even remember. I just remember Haley.
What? Anitra.
Right. Oh my God! Why does she not like Jacob? Does Jacob remind you of an ex or something, Anitra? Like, you is.
Oh, she's not talking about
Ryan.
Ryan.
He's a disingenuous.
She don't like Jacob, but I love Jacob.
Me too. I like Jacob.
I think she don't like the snarkiness of Jacob, but I like the snarkiness.
I like it.
It's just because I think Haley deserves it. Haley deserves the snarky.
For the take is 110% for
Haley is the worst human, y'all. She got on that phone with her mother.
Yes.
I said, oh.
That made me so mad.
Wait, we were around it like 3 times because my mom thought we was tripping. Like, my mom was like, wait.
No.
That's not what the issue is. I was like, that's not. He didn't ask for it back.
Yeah.
That's what her perspective of the issue is.
But Dr. Pepper said it clear, ma'am.
So clear. So clear.
Dr. Pepper said Haley's really having a hard time taking accountability for how she has affected Jacob in this relationship. I'm like, if everybody telling you the same thing, Jacob told you that on the honeymoon, ma'am, it's you. Like, just you having a hard time. It is. It's like, ooh, I messed up. That could be a shot to the ego. Like, I messed up. But like, come on now, take it in. You messed up.
Then with nobody in 7 years, it's gonna be like a take in.
Matthew wants to know, what are y'all eating? They always be eating on this joint. They be looking everything look bomb every time they eat.
It's our eating time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just got done working. They've been working day and night.
All the curse words, Mama Rhonda.
Y'all, she was real mad. She was real mad. Like, she was like, this show's driving me to drink.
It is.
I was sitting on the couch. I
was
on the couch last night. I got home first. I was waiting on her to come home. I was sitting on the couch like, I don't even want to watch this.
Yeah.
It was a $20 hat, though.
It was a dumb hat. He bought him a hat from a souvenir shop.
And it wasn't even a team he cared about.
He was like, I don't even watch sports like this. Whatever.
Hey,
like, I'm not a college guy. She gave him a $20.
I came back into my room and I sitting on the dresser. I was like,
it's over, sis.
That was $800.
It's like if I was getting married to a stranger, anybody, and my whole husband, fiance bought me a pre-wedding gift, I would have put it on immediately.
Immediately.
Even
if it didn't fit on my wrist, it's going on my dress, on my hair, on
somewhere. It don't matter what this. Even if you thought it was a necklace, I would have. It don't matter what the dress of. What if my necklace, if my shirt was like this, I would have put on the necklace.
She was like, "Well, my outfit was like this, and this
was like it was a bracelet."
You was a lie, bitch. You a liar. You a liar. And you just lied to your mother. And your mother think he tacky because she think that she asking for the gift back.
I'm so sorry you had to go through this. I'm so sorry. No, sis. Somebody tell you the truth. You got people around you that's not holding you accountable, and that's why you acting like this. Ain't nobody told you ain't about nothing right now. It's not about you, sis. You need to get some inner work done. Dr. Pepper called you on your stuff.
My mom baked her though. Her dress was plain.
It was plain. Everybody's dress was plain except for Paige. Listen,
it was plain.
Paige and her Baptist church.
It was a mistake.
So what?
No, she thought it was supposed to go around her neck. She thought it was a necklace.
She took it out the box though.
But
she investigate.
Even if she thought it was a necklace,
it doesn't matter what she thought it was. She didn't care that man bought her a gift.
You still could have put it on the honeymoon at least, something.
Trifling. He's like, I want to know why it's not in the state we in. That's it.
I gave it to my mom, and my mom has it.
Me and my mom think that her mom is wearing that jump.
We're gonna $100.
I think her mom is wearing it.
She could be.
We could be wearing it,
man.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm over this whole thing.
I'm kind of over it. Fuck a decision day.
2 or 3 more episodes.
Oh my God, 3?
Oh no, I'm not.
Because we gotta get the reunion. The reunion is the best.
How is it?
I'm gonna watch when they come back together to see what happens.
Because Kevin keeps it real, and he like, now what we gonna do?
Right.
Is tell the truth. That's what we're gonna do, and I appreciate it for that.
Alicia said we should not discount Brianna's health concerns.
Oh, Brianna and Vincent.
Yeah, we should not discount. We should not discount because some people.
Well, no. Did you see the couples cam? I don't know. I can't remember what season they're from, but the one couple, they're all multiple couples are expected, but one of them, her blood pressure is spiked, and she had to go into early labor.
Yeah. The little white little one.
Yeah. She
was sick her entire first pregnancy, y'all. Like she was, but also she has a very poor diet before she got pregnant. Also, she eat a regular white person, but eats bread and cheese all day. Like she's one of those people, okay? Butter, and cheese, okay?
I can't.
And she's also I want to say she was kind of anemic. Like she's a little frail human, okay? Brie ain't frail, y'all. She out here glistening out here in the sun with her athletic ass.
Listen, I'm not discounting people's fears. I'm discounting her, and my intuition tells me she's a lying ass jump, and she's anal, and anal about her body, anal about her face, anal about her job, anal about everything. She anal.
But you know what? If all that being upset with her because of that, that's still real.
It is.
Say that's what it is. Don't be making him think you're gonna die on the table from your blood pressure.
That's the real thing for a lot of
freaking that man. Don't freak that man out like that. Y'all saw fear come out of her. There was no fear. She didn't want to do it. She was all like, oh, but I don't wanna adopt them, bitch. Something gotta give. You can have a conversation with your doctor. That's all I'm saying. She clearly has not had a conversation at no point with a doctor.
Hold on.
That's my only issue.
Right now, okay. Let me help this child.
Zuri. Is her name Zuri? I don't want to say her name wrong.
She didn't say she was going to die, but she acting like
Say Yudi. Say Yudi. She hates when I say that. All right. Kamar, thank you.
Yeah, Zuri. I want to know if she could come on and talk about it.
A lot of black
Zuri?
Zuri,
I'm gonna send you the link. We want you to come on. I am pregnancy high. Hey, I am pregnancy high blood pressure.
I'm like, is she's trying to say that she is pregnant and it's, she has high blood pressure.
Zuri pregnant?
She said,
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Whoa,
wait a second. Are you pregnant? Let me find out. Zuri lying. She ain't pregnant. Let me find out.
Yeah, I mean, I know, especially people who are very small frames and who have high blood pressure, they tend to have very a lot of health issues. So
I'm not saying that's not possible.
So when she said it, I was like, oh,
her energy, that didn't feel genuine. It felt like a perfect drop at that time.
Mm-hmm.
It feels it seems like a controlled situation.
Now, Angel did bring up a good point. Down there, they could have a surrogate. Now, that is definitely an option. Okay. It will still be, I think, because Vincent feels very strong, like he wants to build his own
Dominican man, absolutely,
his own village of little Vicentes. He is not trying, he wants to have his own babies. So.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's not. It's not. That's his choice.
I think that we shouldn't be like, I think some people had a reaction to him wanting to, take some time to think about that. I was like, nah, that's a big change for him too.
Yeah, it's a shift.
That's a huge shift.
Because he said, I want my wife and 3 kids. I said, oh, okay, you already.
I honestly think that she will be okay if she actually talks to a doctor. She probably won't be as scary about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, Zuri, I sent you the link. If you want a computer, can you come on? Let's see.
What?
Yeah, she is saying though, because it's like her mind was already made up and she hasn't even spoken to the doctor yet.
Yeah.
I just feel like the experts or somebody lied. It's like I'm gonna say Koya. Like there's people. It's like Vincent wants to have children. Dead set. Brianna has an issue with potentially being pregnant.
Except she said that she wanted kids.
Why wasn't this discussed? Like
she said she wanted kids. That's why I'm confused.
She did. She said
this kind of came out of nowhere.
This on the unfiltered. I remember specifically saying, she said, I wanted to get married now because I wanted to have kids before I got too old because I have health issues. I have health concerns. And I was like, oh, what's her health concerns? And I remember that.
Okay.
So that's my conclusion. I think no one should make
Where's she
at?
I can't let y'all see me right now because I'm actually in the car.
It's all good. It's all good.
And I have my daughter, my youngest one. She has the phone.
Okay.
Oh, hi, sir.
No, but I am not pregnant. What I was saying was that I had pregnancy, high blood pressure with both my kids, and it didn't develop into preeclampsia. Yes, it's a high risk, but it doesn't always go that way. So it's every individual. So yes, her reality or her questions are real. But what I'm saying is she can't just base it on that because there's millions of people who have done it and came out healthy. So I agree with y'all that she acting like she gonna die or whatever. And I think it's more than just that. She ain't trying to mess with her body and none of that. I agree with that, Koya.
Which is fine. But say that. Don't freak your whole
exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's making me, it's sickening. I just can't. Like
sickening.
Like people do it all the time. It's not anything new.
But do we think so? Let me ask this question. do we think that's just? I'm going back to like the age of all these people. Is this a maturity thing? Is this like a lack of education thing?
It's generational. Some of it's generational.
Okay.
The younger generation is a little different. We still got like a little mix of the old school and then, the progressive school.
Right. Yeah.
So they are in a very different, like they're Virginia.
Yeah. Right.
Virginia got married because she wanted a loyal boyfriend.
Right.
Like, son.
I think the last of
this generation is quitting their jobs. They got multiple streams of income, and it's normal. Like that's normal.
Well, I'm gonna say like we're the last people that knows what a rotary phone was like. Was like
yes.
Yeah, they've never seen that.
A floppy disk.
We have some different ways of like. I feel like, and I'm stretching it here a little bit. I feel like we might be the last generation that kind of like believes in gender roles, maybe, and like kind of like people.
Yeah, we're the bridge that understands why the new generation does not want to be tied to it completely, and why the old generation had it. Like we're the ones that are really trying to help
bridge that gap,
compromise and bridge that gap.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel like that. It's just interesting. It's just very interesting. It's all this is because I just wonder, like, man, if they're a little bit older, we'll be having the same conversations. Because, like, really, if you were 7 years older, would you be worried about your? Because to me, I like when a man wears dress shoes.
I didn't understand why that lent to a conversation.
But
why?
Also, I just side note, y'all don't be mad. Me and my mother saw that and died laughing because the first thing we said was, that sounds like some of our kids. Because that was super spectrum-y. Like, it's the way he explained what he didn't like about sneakers. Mm-hmm. He didn't like the way the sneakers feel. He don't like the comfortability. So there's a whole thing. The realness we like about him can also be part of the spectrum thing because they don't have a filter. So he's gonna say the honest truth, And so when he said this thing I just couldn't believe she harped about it. Like I was like, we're having a real conversation about this.
So why do they, for last season and this season, they have picked two people that are obviously on the spectrum? Like why?
Because they are trying to have inclusion without labeling them.
Would it be more?
I don't think that's fair for the mate. I understand production-wise why you might be doing that, but for the mate, I think it's inappropriate.
But wouldn't it be more helpful if they actually let us know, like, hey, this person is autistic or this person has this, and we match with this part. Like,
what's her name that was with
Christina?
Is that the main girl?
With him? So y'all remember the questions she asked him? Those are the questions we would ask if we were assessing somebody, right? Like she was like, well, why do you think you react that way when someone does this? Or why do you think that? Like, I think she knew. And I think Haley kind of pokes the same way. I think they know, but they are not asking it directly or don't know to ask it directly. But I feel like they kind of know. I'm gonna be honest. Haley got some shit with her. I don't know what it is, but she is more than just her past like relationship control. Yeah. Like,
what you mean? What you mean?
I mean, I don't know about confirmed Anitra, but I'm going to say there's a lot of things that are in the spectrum of sorts. Like even the fact that he doesn't have leading questions in a conversation. There's just a lot of things that he has as a whole. Human, but I watched them on the episode yesterday and I was like, God, y'all are both really bad at continuing conversations. She's always expecting the question back, but she doesn't even offer the information. See, I'm the person that if you ask me a question or I ask you a question and we don't ask it back to each other, I'm just gonna offer the information. Like, do you like pizza? Yeah, I like pizza. Do you like pizza? And if you don't ask, I'll just be like, yeah, I like pizza too. Like,
yeah, because she was upset about the love language question. She asked what his love language was, and then she held her response about the love language, I guess, for weeks. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, that's not my love language either." I'm like, so why didn't you just say that at the beginning?
Why you didn't just say it?
Yeah. She wants him to ask her that back, but she's not. I understand what you're saying. It's like you would just offer up the
just offer it up. Like, yeah, my love language isn't touch.
And she's not friendly enough.
I was like, girl,
that difficult.
How do you not want to be touched? And you signed up to get married at first sight, and you don't want nobody to touch you.
But I feel like all of what we're saying right now, I feel like that all boils down to why Jacob is not giving her no energy.
Nope.
I think Jacob is checked the fuck out. He's just.
I think he knows his value.
They got together. They went on a honeymoon. They had the sex.
And you didn't wear no bracelet, so I didn't get you no more gifts. I didn't romance you. I didn't do nothing else this whole time. I've been mad about the bracelet.
Sex or whatever. If the energy would have kept going, I think that he would have had more to give her. But because he felt rejected, because he being petty, Anitra, whatever it is we want to call Jacob, I think he's just like, whatever.
Yeah. I'm like,
I don't think there's nothing really wrong with knowing somebody is on a spectrum. We all on some kind of spectrum.
That's what I was about to say. We all could be diagnosed with something.
He may be undiagnosed because he's older too. He's closer to where, like, we got a lot of undiagnosed people walking around.
Absolutely. So I just feel like even her trying to paint this picture and even like spend the night with Paige and them have their buddy girl moment. I'm like, Paige ain't getting no bracelet from Chris, okay? Like, and so
Paige
got a baby and a chicken dinner with some. She got a who?
Paige got an infinity necklace from Chris on their wedding day.
Say when? Say when?
Yes.
No, that didn't.
He did give her so I didn't know that Jacob gave Haley a gift before they got married. Chris sent something to her room, and it was an infinity necklace, or this way necklace that I think she actually wore it on the wedding day.
Yeah, because she had that's right. She had the tattoo.
She had a tattoo. Yeah.
Okay, I thought they had matching tattoos, but no, he gave her a infinity necklace. I missed that. He gave her so much.
Okay. Yeah, right. Paige put that on now after the wedding. I have not seen the necklace no more. I will admit that. But Paige and Chris is on some other shit. That I would not be wearing his shit either. Okay, I took it straight off. Okay,
put them on the unmatchable.
Yeah. I was very proud of Vicente though.
But I just feel like. I think that my last relationship, I think he was. I actually told him to his face. I said, "Do you have Asperger's?" And he was like, "What is that?" He went home researching and everything. I felt like it was a little something different about his way he communicated with me, the way he showed up. But I didn't like him no less, though.
Yeah,
it was different. He communicated different, and it was kind of dry. Some instances of some shit. I was like, "That's not funny." Like it's just the way he communicated was just different. So I don't think that's like I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think that's the maturity is able to understand where somebody is. Now you may not like it. You don't have to like it. It may be a little trickier, especially if somebody's not being upfront with you. Right. They don't know. But I feel like even at the age of Jacob, even at our age, we weren't even getting diagnosed with autism. I don't feel like when kids didn't.
No.
We
grew up with what was called mentally retarded. But was usually like, cognitive abilities, like
cognitive impairment, like severe
intellectual disabilities and Downs. That was it.
Right.
Those were the only two things. The only reason there's less Downs now is because technically you can find out before you have a baby now. So,
right. But yeah, it's like now it's like people are 40 years old. Like I got ADHD, I got autism. I understand why this was been a trial me, my whole life. So he might not even know. Potentially, my daughter's on the spectrum. I definitely see some traits with Jacob.
Oh yeah,
he's high functioning. He's super high functioning.
Yeah, but he cool.
I love him.
I'm sorry. I'm here for him.
Henry drove me crazy, but there were parts of Henry I liked too.
Oh, I loved Henry.
Well, in the end, I love Henry. I was like, why is he twitching like that? What is going on?
That's his anxiety. It's his tick. But
Henry at the end, I was like, Henry is my man. I could hang out with Henry. You could have a good time
Henry and Jacob.
Decision day, Henry was like, let me tell you all of the things that I have been withholding about this one here. Mm-hmm. I was like, yes, Henry, say it, speak it true. I understand.
And I think that people like that, they don't have a buffer. We can kind of like put some fluff in there and make it sound better. He doesn't have a filter. It's like, yeah, back to that bracelet I got you that you haven't worn yet. I don't understand. They don't have it.
And they want the answer. They got to have the answer.
They want the answer. It's like he keeps, and it's like we've noticed over these past several weeks that he keeps harping on shit that he has not got an answer for. The bracelet, why you had sex with him one night and then you didn't have it no more? Why you don't want to sleep with him? You don't like him? Why you like his clothes? He's trying to find it out. But no one is, she's not talking to him. And so he just backed up, just like, forget it.
And then after the fact, when he has actually said a lot of those times, it was a joke and she did not get it. He was like, I was playing, but she does not get my humor. So I was playing with her. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I was playing.
But if she don't and if she's already, if she's already so checked out, she may not even know that it's funny. It's like when you get to know someone, you're trying to figure them out. You're trying to get to know them. I don't even think. I think she felt this was going to be easy because I did hear her say this is harder than what I thought it was going to be. Thought she was going to be easy, and I think she wasn't prepared for the magnitude of what this is to come into something after have not dated somebody in 7 years.
You didn't date for 7 years, but you was like, that means the last time you dated, it was like 22. You didn't date ever. So you shouldn't be married, first of all. And I guarantee that the phrase, your favorite phrase that everybody gets along with you is a lie. Your friends are barely holding on, son.
Koya.
I would like to jump to Vicente because I do want to say I'm proud of him for using his words. Yeah. When he was frustrated with Brianna, he was like, I'm sure that there are multiple people who have had high blood pressure and we can do some research.
He did a really good job.
We can get some work because we're going to look into this because I want some kids. Like, he like this. Like, I don't care what you're saying. He didn't blow up on her. He didn't, throw the table over. He was just like, we're going to look into this. We're going to do some research.
Him looked at her like, bitch, high blood pressure. Okay.
He almost looked like he did not give a care about her high blood pressure. I said, Vincent looked like he don't care at all. He looked like, I don't care about this high blood pressure. You might have these babies, okay? These 3 kids.
Because men really don't understand. But
no, they don't. They don't.
But he was like, hold on. This is not what I asked for. I'm not here for these games. They know I want babies.
Yeah. I think that Brianna and Vincent have the most, how do I say it? They're making the most strides and efforts. I feel like they have the shit they're going through is like what we see in like real life. Like, they're trying to understand it. They're trying to work it out. They have an argument. They're trying to figure it out the next step. They're actually growing together nicely. Despite the little hiccups here and there, I feel like they're the most realistic is what I'm seeing.
Yes, they're the most realistic.
Kiss each other. Hey, babe. I just like the way
they're really natural.
The way they move together.
Very natural development.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, natural development. Yeah. Everybody else just feels forced. It feels fake. Clara, I don't even know. I feel like Ryan has worn Clara down. She's just like,
she lost all her light. Her light is gone.
I'm just gonna be here because he's a good guy, and I'm gonna let him just drag me. And if Ryan says sure one more time,
he's gonna say it.
Sure. Actually, not sure. He says sure. Of course, sure. Yeah, Ryan.
Why did they speak to his parents? Why did they go see? They went to see her parents. Why did
they was at church?
Oh, they probably will.
It's like, okay, is Ryan a Catholic? Is he Christian? What is Ryan?
I don't know.
He just says church. He just says raise them in church. But what does that mean, though? The therapist said that they had great communication. What therapist?
Pastor Cal. Pastor Cal on Unfiltered said he is so proud of Claire and Ryan. They have a great communication. Proud of them, and I was just like, there's some camera somewhere that we gotta. Where's that footage at? I want to see it.
Maybe Pastor Cal is making that statement now, like currently, as of where they are now, and we aren't up to date on
something. Help us.
So maybe, because I was looking at Claire last night, like, who is this girl? Because it's not matching up.
Yeah.
With who I seen on the screen.
She seemed more relaxed.
Last week,
more
talking
like,
about I'm getting you off every night and you're giving me nothing. And she's like, no, we're very intimate. We're wildly intimate. I was like,
she did say wildly, because I was like, wildly.
Wildly intimate in their conversations. I was like, okay, girl.
I said, what does that mean? I'm like, really? So what does that look like?
Y'all just talking message to each other.
They are not wildly, y'all.
She said
wildly. That. She said that on Unfiltered.
They would never, they would never make it through one of my phone conversations. Okay, like they are not doing anything X-rated except for her hand. That's and maybe her mouth.
What?
Koya, but she coming from her timeout space.
Zuri says sure. Right. I can't. What
now, guys?
They have another episode. Like they have another season coming on. They have another. Have they? I
don't know.
They're doing the Unmatchables. That's what's happening.
What is? So they wait. That's really happening.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah,
the Unmatchables. Yeah,
it's coming out in April.
Anitra said Clara seemed like she's suppressing her needs. And she seemed very dishonest with Dr. Pepper.
Absolutely. To the point where Dr. Pepper almost wanted to say, you sure about that? Like,
right.
Well, she was calling them out on it. I mean, I like though Dr. Pepper was, even with Haley, you have not recognized his needs. It's all about you. Are you sure?
She was up.
Are you sure you're trying? I was like,
she was up front.
I was like, okay, Dr. Pepper. Together.
I was scared of Dr. Pepper.
Where was you at the first day? Where was you at day one when Chris was talking about Paige didn't have a cute face? Where was you at when her father was pleasing her whole vagina about her having a honeymoon baby?
Yeah, Chris told her I was laughing.
I said she's pregnant.
I laughed after Virginia looked all calm. After the Virginia looked like she had won a battle, and Eric was like. Eric was mad because people keep telling him the same thing over and over. She done heard it from the dad, Dr. Pepper. I want to say his friend said it earlier on to him to like relax.
Yeah, he did.
But Virginia was sitting there like, yeah. So like, how do you think it went? And then
please, even the gentleman. Jacob said, well, like you can train a dog, but I like for a dog to be a dog. And then Vincent was like, but it's a baby, so everybody.
Like, Jake was like, I just want a dog to be a dog sometimes,
right? And that's exactly
because Eric
because Eric's a Nazi. Eric's a Nazi.
He has these ideals in his head that
military
should go.
Military.
That's how it's gonna be, and if it's not like that, you got to change it. So it
is more than military. It's like military and Trump, and like that's a lot happening.
Why did Virginia compare his medals to Girl Scout badges? Why did she do that?
Since I died.
Why did she do that? I was like, oh no, sis, come back.
She's not that smart. That was the closest equivalent to her, but I died. I was like,
he almost went to a dark place and had to bring himself back. Like,
well, I think it's a little more important than that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's like It's like the same concept.
The Boy Scout.
I said,
And Boy Scouts know how to bury bodies, Virginia. In planes.
Right.
He got a plane, son. He got multiple planes.
yeah.
Y'all gonna be eating Virginia dusted crops real soon.
No, don't say
Don't say
that.
that.
Please don't say that.
Virginia, if you're watching this, get out. If you're the one of the couples that stay together, get out. Clara, if you stay, get out. If you want a real black dude, come to Washington, D.C. You can have some of them.
Real black dude.
Take some of them. We'll give some of them.
Oh, no.
Well,
The real black dude.
I mean, no matter who actually made it, I think that if they made it on decision day, the real decision was it like 3 months later when they come back for like the wrap-up show to see what really happened? And going forward into like the next year or so, because I haven't seen anybody stay together and then get a divorce maybe 3 months or like a year later. So that'll be interesting to see if that happens with anybody.
So y'all think if Clara stays with Ryan, then after the time that they've been off camera, then they gonna get it in?
Ooh. Oh, Clara and Ryan.
Oh no. That doesn't sound hopeful at all, Jen.
I don't know.
I really don't know with Ryan because
Jen gave up on everybody. Jen's done.
he's just like,
He's not right, y'all.
I don't understand him anymore.
He was violated as a child. Something happened to him. What's wrong with him?
He doesn't want
Is
to
he
say I love you to her too much because he doesn't want it to not mean as much. I didn't
Overthinking.
Overthinking. I like when he said that.
That didn't make any sense. That made absolutely no sense.
Said, no, you say it to your
I love
your husband
every day, it won't.
Sure.
So what if she leaves the house and gets in a car accident and passes away, and you didn't say I love you to her because you thought it was too much?
You said it once last week, and that was
selfish. That is selfish that he said. That is the most selfish.
Ryan is selfish. Ryan is completely selfish. He keeps asking us, asking her mother, well, what should I learn about her? Tell me about some things. Maybe Ryan's waiting for the cameras to leave before that. Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I think he's on punishment status right now.
Well, that's the same thing Karen did to Miles. Maybe they felt like the camera's gonna be watching them do it or something, and they felt uncomfortable about where the cameras were or something like that.
Karen was a bit of a Ryan too.
That's what I'm saying.
No, don't say that.
She was actually worse. She was worse.
No.
She was worse.
I don't think she was worse.
She was not honest either.
I don't think she was worse. She did not try to quiet Miles. She did not try to quiet Miles.
No, she just tried to man him up every 5 seconds. Same thing.
I feel like that was her hurt. Like I feel like she really had and something. She was craving this bad boy energy, and Miles was just completely different. So she was just like, I'm not used to a good, nice guy. Like, what is this? You're sensitive and you care about my feelings. Like, what's happening?
How much of an asshole she was, though. She
was she had moments. I'm not gonna say Karen was my favorite last season. She was not.
It was hard to watch her. It was hard.
It was, a lot of the interviews that they've done since that season has helped me to really like and appreciate her.
I love her. I love her now. I'm just like,
she be serving Karen be serving her face in these photos.
Yes,
her as a model. I'm sending her a t-shirt.
I was like, she's so bad for no reason. Like,
and
because her hair is beautiful too, so she would definitely be cute. One of y'all. I rocked a dope hair shirt. She would be fabulous. If you got an orange one, because she looks really good in orange. If you got an orange one, just saying.
I got yellow with kind of a.
Ooh, yes, I would say or yellow. Yes, yellow would do it.
Yes, I'm gonna say because I hit up Amari and she gave Amani. She gave me their address. So I gotta send.
Yes,
boo. Yes. Anyway, but yeah, Karen last season, like Karen got on my nerves. I didn't get it. But I mean, I just feel like Ryan is just like, I feel like I don't know. I feel like when somebody tells you this is how I feel, are we not listening to each other? I just
like don't want to listen.
She's saying this is what I need, and I think that if same thing with Haley and Jacob, maybe they're not listening to each other.
But why does Ryan keep acting like she ain't been clear about what the problem is? I'm confused.
Well, I think Ryan and Clara like each other honestly, so I think that's that's part of that. They like each other. And they cool, like they have good time together. I think so. It's just the sex part that's throwing her off.
But then she said she asked for it.
She did say she did say that. That's the other thing.
She said I totally forgot, but I did ask for it.
Why were the experts not saying, remember what you said?
This is more than that. Like, this has gone past, like, to me, the way they like each other naturally in the real world, I feel like they would have smashed already. Like, because he didn't come forward with the religious stuff in the beginning, I don't think that's real with him. I think it's just the cameras. I think he's camera shy. If he's not gay and he's not a virgin, y'all, that's the only other answer I have. If I'm wrong about all three, I'm done. Okay.
My question is, has anybody ever dated somebody for 2 years and been like, yeah, you cool, but I don't love you though?
No. Like, real?
2 years. I'm putting my heart on time, money, whatever, and I don't love you?
How did he even do that, y'all? How did he manage to get, what kind of women is he dating that he got away with that? How did he get away with dating with somebody for 2 years and you ain't never said I love you? I don't understand.
Because how he thinks it's going to go has to stem from the example he has.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think about that?
I wouldn't tell him either. He don't need no more information.
I wouldn't tell him either. I honestly would not, because
I can't.
Is not forced.
She's doing too much.
Yeah.
She's doing too much.
Yeah.
Already, because he's satisfied every night.
You need to withhold.
I'd be like, you know what?
You need to withhold before something happens.
For this man, but I can't tell him. I would have that conversation in my head every day.
Right.
No, that's abnormal. What's abnormal? What's abnormal?
I think that's when we were talking about the 2 years, the I love you.
Yeah, that is. It's highly abnormal.
Absolutely. But what fairy tale, and why is a man waiting for a fairy tale? Who read this book to him?
Why men can have fairy tales too?
Men can have fairy tales.
Okay, cool. But who raises their men to have that?
But it's like back to the whole thing. It's like I love people, and I don't feel like and whoever I love next will not get lesser because I didn't love.
That was weird, yo. That was the weirdest statement I ever heard. I was like, wait, what? He wants to withhold the I love yous because he don't want to give out to me?
Like, who does that? Like,
petty shit.
I'm gonna make sure my wife.
That's petty, yo. He's so petty.
I love you too.
You have loved before, and if this doesn't work out, you'll probably love again, unless you just decide not to.
Right.
But you're still gonna love people in a not romantic way.
To his house. He's letting her. He's letting her move her stuff into his house, fix her cabinets, fold up his stuff, turn his house upside down. That nigga love her.
They both love each other. Ryan's just stupid.
I don't like Ryan anymore. I've just decided.
Just now, Jen.
Yeah, I just thought about it again.
How did you come to this conclusion, Jen?
I don't like. I wonder what his sign is, because I really hope he's not a Gemini, but I hope he is. He is.
Ryan is a Gemini.
I don't know what their signs are.
No, I think they told us what his sign was. They didn't tell us everybody's, but I think he is a Gemini.
Tell us everybody's, but I feel like they said
Ryan is a Gemini. Hold on.
That's gonna upset my soul.
I think it is upsetting because I actually think he's probably a May Gemini. He said something.
And those are let me shush.
What you got to say about us?
Male May Geminis are a little interesting.
I've never met a male Gemini actually. I meet girl Geminis all the time.
Yeah.
But he was a kid. Yeah. I can't. I'm like a grown man, male Gemini. I got you. Not like kids. But yeah, I feel like he is a Gemini actually.
Yeah.
I think he is. Hold on.
Looking it up
because they
find it.
A few of their signs at
they did.
Not everybody's, but a couple of theirs.
I think she's a Capricorn. I could be wrong.
Yes. Who?
Claire.
Claire's a Capricorn?
I think she's a Cappy.
Clarice.
Yes.
I mean, that's me and my sister. Okay. That's me and the big baby.
Me his birthday.
But we're sisters though.
Right, it's different.
Oh my God, why is y'all making it so hard?
Geminis are not bipolar.
No, we're not. We're not bipolar.
I want to find it.
That's just, that's just what the people think.
Yeah, we're misunderstood. It's okay.
It's not true.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're here for love.
Does anybody want to come on camera?
Yeah, because if not, I think we're done. I think
we're so over. We're so over the show. Right
now.
Come on in.
Yeah, you might want to come on.
Gemini.
Speak your piece.
Anitra, where you at? Where should Anitra said she was at?
She said she couldn't get on her phone or something.
Does anybody want to come up and speak their piece before we call it a night? Angel, are you still there?
Wait, why when I write in Ryan's name on Google, the first thing that comes up is like all the stuff people be looking for under him, and it was like, is Ryan gay? Is Ryan a virgin? What's wrong with Ryan?
What's wrong with Ryan? I think that's the funniest one of them all. Like something has to be wrong. Is it documented on the internet? What's wrong with him?
That is yo, that's hilarious.
Oh, she said her.
Was like this in my mic. Oh,
yes, Ryan is a Gemini.
Really?
I found somebody in the blog that has every episode. Paige is a Cancer. Chris is a Libra.
Oh, she's a Cancer.
Chris is a Libra.
Hey, Chris is definitely a Libra. I dated a crazy Libra just like him, yo. Just like him.
That answers so many questions.
So many.
He's crazy. Is he an October Libra?
I don't know.
Okay.
But
I sent you the link, Angel. You want to come up and say something? Go on your messages.
Haley's a Sagittarius.
I'm sorry I got it to work at the end. I don't know what was happening.
We're still here. It's okay.
So Haley's a Sagittarius. Jacob's a Libra.
Wait, Jacob's a Libra?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Libra.
Anitra's like, no.
They don't have Virginia and Eric. I don't know what Virginia and Eric are.
Okay.
And they didn't know what Brianna was, but we know Vince is a Leo. But Ryan is a Claire is a Capricorn.
Wait, you said Ryan's
Gemini.
Claire is a
Capricorn.
Okay.
Y'all crazy asses.
First of all.
I don't know what I'm
doing. They live in secret.
Whatever. Anyway, Anitra's turn to talk. Hey, Anitra, what you want to say?
Hi, I'm not like with this whole camera thing. You know that's why I never want to get on here.
But
but your hair is popping though.
I'm about to say your beauty pop.
Yeah. Girl, oh, it's a mess. But thank y'all.
Yes.
So what was the last comment? Because I feel like my chat wasn't syncing either.
You just comment on whoever you want to.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
Yeah, you can say what you need to say.
Well, I had a lot to say about Jacob earlier on SP's Facebook page, so I'm gonna just leave that there. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know what's wrong with Ryan either. Like, I kind of think he gay. I kind of think he a virgin. Um, I kind of think that he just not feeling it. Like, I don't know.
So why he got Claire moving into his house though? Why is he going through
all? I missed that part.
Cover up. Does he need a cover up?
Oh, she might be.
Oh, she might be like a beard.
She might be a beard.
You think he gay?
Yeah, he don't want to tell his religious mommy and daddy that's what it is. That's why the brother be looking at him like, nigga, you don't even like pussy. Like that's how he be looking at him. Like,
oh my God.
Help.
Help. Well, I know what I do want to speak about too is Virginia, because I know everybody's talking about Eric and his like being controlling and obsessive, but Virginia just don't need to be married either. Period.
No,
like I know
not right now.
Very codependent. Like they think she's independent. She codependent. Like on her.
She's full of shit. She's an alcoholic, which we all know. I mean, she don't like to deal with her issues. This shit is out of order. I feel like this. I think that Eric is rigid. I don't think he's wrong for wanting what he wants in a marriage. Right. Just like, I mean, everybody wants what they want in a relationship. But I think it's crazy to me. It was real fucked up. It was real fucked up when he said something like he was talking to her. She was being vulnerable, and I think she was talking about how her family wasn't there on her senior night and her parents, weren't there for her, but her siblings came. And then he said something to the effect of, well, he will always be there for her. He wants to support her and be the person that she leans on and shit. And then she was like, why can't I just want you instead of need you? Right. It was kind of fucked up. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I mean, I get where she coming from, but it also seemed like, okay, he trying to have a genuine moment and tell you that he want to be the person who doesn't want.
I'm low key starting to think though, like he wants somebody he can fake like save, but like he wants to like save somebody. Yeah, and she's like, I don't want you to save me.
Yeah, that's the problem if he got the savior complex.
I'm broken, but I don't want you to save me. Like that's kind of how Virginia is. Like,
I just think like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes she don't get him much to work with in terms of like, she's just like, well, why do you care if you're not here where I'm sleeping? Like, why do you care if I'm in my guy's house?
But girl, listen, you do that when he not there.
If she was gonna do that, you don't even bring it up.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I feel like she's selfish as well.
I'm chilling. I'm in the bed.
Right.
Tell your brothers to be quiet in the background.
Right.
And mind your business. The only time that you're gonna get in trouble is if he comes home early and you not there.
Yo, she was blowing me. I was like, shut up and do what you do. I was out of town. Shut up.
Right. She's like, just even when she was talking to who was that? The sister-in-law. Did you see the sister-in-law's face? It was like how she was looking at her like, bitch, are you serious?
Because she got a brother, the brother beating her ass too, just like Eric is about to do. And she was like, are you doing these things? Because Eric's gonna beat that ass.
Right.
He won't like those things.
My sister-in-law was like,
she's like, I don't think Eric.
I've been married to Eric's brother for a long time, and I've known Eric for a long time, and him and his brother are basically the same person, and that's a no.
Right. I was like,
yeah, it was just kind of like, okay. I mean, I get where she's coming from. I mean, everybody didn't tell him about himself, and he needs to like chill out some. He needs to relax and stop trying to control everything. But like, clearly, everybody didn't told you about that shit being out of order, because Pastor Cal told her that like
none of it's gonna work.
Even like
shot a clip children, he's gonna want to raise the children to be racist, and she's not gonna be with it. So there's gonna be a problem there.
Why are you just making assumptions?
I'm not making assumptions. He's been very clear about where he stands with some things. Like, this is the battle between them for real. They just can't talk about it on camera. she's not gonna be able to raise children with that man.
No.
They have completely
need to break up. Like, to be honest with you, I just think the end of the show just need to follow Vincent and Brianna for the last couple episodes.
Right.
Like, that's it. Let's drop everybody. We should make an ethical decision, and we should say we're taking off we're divorcing everybody.
Yeah, it's not healthy. It's not safe.
This is now called Brianna and Vinny.
Yeah.
I like it.
We can watch them go on their excursions and take dance classes and everything else, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is some bullshit. And even in it's something else. It's like, so when I was dating my last, this was, I don't know, a couple years ago, dated a guy, and I was like telling him a lot of stuff, and my mentor was like, "Why are you telling him that?" And I was like, "I shouldn't tell him that." She was like, "No. Tell your girlfriends that. You don't tell your boyfriend that." And so I said it to Virginia. It's like, there's some shit you just don't say. Some shit you just keep your mouth shut. And you cross that bridge. She just like, blah, 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 blah. Everything is coming out. But I think
I'm sorry, y'all. I got to put my earrings back on because I'm just not liking how I look. But
wipe your camera off on your phone, Anitra, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Why y'all didn't tell me before now?
Wipe the camera off. Look kind of dusty.
Well, you know what? This is why I shouldn't have got on here. I'm sorry.
That looks better now.
No. There you go. Fabulous.
I couldn't tell I look dusty. Damn.
Look at like this.
Huh? I don't know. We always do that.
But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Who else have we yet to talk about? So are like Paige and Chris just no longer on the show at all, right?
They'll probably be back next week, I'm sure.
They'll probably be back.
Well, there's on Decision Day talking about some.
Well, they bring everybody back for Decision Day. Even if they broke up, they bring.
Did they bring back Brett and what's her name?
They did.
Oh,
because
they did.
Olivia came back on Decision Day looking like a snack.
Okay,
Olivia was like, "I pull out my good dress.
I'm gonna let you know what you could have had.
I didn't grow my hair out a little bit.
I'm still black."
It looked like Paige and Chris was like laughing and giggling or some shit on the Decision Day. I'm thinking like, girl, what do you have to smile at him about? Like,
she clearly has not gone to see a counselor.
Clearly,
she said she has 2 therapists.
She lied. She's a liar, Alicia.
And I said, how do you have 2 therapists? How? 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 First.
Listen, if I was a therapist and I had, what do you call them? A client.
Mm-hmm.
I had a client and they were like, "Hey, I'm going on this show. I'm going to do this, blah, 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 blah." I'd been like, "Call me, let me know what's going on. If you need help, I've been like, I try to." She ain't got no therapist. She alive.
Well, she said this after Virginia said, I got some anxiety and I need to work on it. She's like, yeah, because I got 2 therapists. So I think like after her and Chris went through their thing, she sought out some mental health service.
She has a therapist and a psychiatrist, or she has like, what you need 2 therapists for?
I'm just telling you what she said. I don't think that
maybe she don't know the technicalities. Like, maybe she got
you should not have 2 therapists.
I mean, that's what happens when you get out of a relationship with a Libra. That's what happened to me. My mama sent me to the therapy chair. Okay,
so her chair girl. She said, "Not my daughter.
My mama
today."
Sent me straight to the therapy chair.
To the Reverend. Okay.
She called the therapist. Was like, "Hello."
She was like, "Hello, hello. My daughter needs to talk to somebody
right now. Right now."
Because I was
come to the bakery because she can't get up.
Mess. She had never seen me like that before. I was a mess.
Oh, no. And I was about to go to jail. Okay, whole jail.
That's what a Libra will do to you. Okay.
Okay.
What tell Libras? You already know.
Don't take it offensively, Anitra, because you are a woman Libra. You're not a male Libra.
Oh, you're right.
A Libra walked
you're right.
on the Parkway at 1 a.m. in the morning from my house because he was mad. He didn't even wait to get a ride home. He walked down the Parkway, which is the highway.
What you said? Is this a
35 minutes to an hour? He is. Yes, he was a Libra. Yes.
Yeah, it's a Libra.
I jumped out of a moving car that I was in with a Libra.
Wait, you did what?
Say what now, Jennifer?
I jumped out of the car.
Yeah, when that balance ain't, y'all balance gotta be right.
And the Libra also texted her while he was hanging from 696 and told her that he was, what he say? Come get me, my hands are slipping. And she was like, I have to go. And she was like, wait a second. How he texted me and he hanging from 696? We go to bed.
I was told that if I didn't watch battle rap for the next 7 hours, that I wouldn't be anybody that he would ever date and bring up as a girlfriend. And I said, oh, okay, well, I pay these bills, so I'm going to watch what I want to watch. And he was like, well, I'm going to leave. Bye. Take your bag and leave. 1 o'clock in the morning in February in the dead of winter, you walking down the highway, sir.
I was accused.
Bye, my guy.
I was accused of flirting with my best friend's person who was interested in her at the time in front of the Libra's face. I was accused of flirting with him because he was a personal trainer, and I asked him how much he charged.
Maybe these people was just fucked up. Like,
and then when this Libra went down the highway, he Marco Polo'd me to tell me that he had a line of women who would die to be with him. I said, well, go find them bitches, because I'm not one of them.
Was he pretty?
Gorgeous.
This is why you
green eyes, beautiful hair, beautiful hair.
My Libra was also a pretty boy.
They are pretty.
And he was like,
pretty boys. That's the problem.
I like female Libras. I'm cool with male Libras. I don't.
That was the first one, and he would
my
be the
chart is mostly Libra. That's the crazy. My birth chart is mostly Libra. Like, I love Libras.
He was Libra. He was a September Libra.
Man, if they not in balance, y'all, the man.
He was a little asshole, but he wasn't that bad. As they say.
If a Libra man is off balance, they become a Gemini.
I can see that.
Let me tell you something.
But you know what? You know what
Gemini hate.
Because
Gemini men are weird, y'all. I'm sorry.
I've never.
Oh,
the women.
You're not gonna get no.
Are different. It's different.
You're not gonna get no.
I get that, but what was I about to say? No.
See, that's yeah.
It just depends on if you're a June Gemini or you are a May Gemini, or if you're on the cusp, because that's the real fuck up. When you on the cusp of the Taurus and the Gemini,
that's a rough one.
That's that bipolar I was talking about.
Okay. So I'm a Gemini.
That's a rough cusp.
That is a hell of a cusp.
I'm like a week away from that cusp. Over a week. So I'm clear in May Gemini category. But what is the planet?
I was about to give you the finger coat.
What is the planet on your birth chart that tells you
what?
How you get upset with people? Which planet is that?
Wait, it's either Mars or Mercury. I can't remember right now.
Okay, so whatever that planet is that tells you about if you angry or whatever, mine is in Libra. So I feel like maybe that's why I be butting heads with these male Libras like this.
Do you know what your Venus is?
My Venus is, I want to say Aries.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I have some close friends who are Aries.
Aries women have interesting levels.
Aries women, that's
Venus is Aries.
Because Aries will light your house on fire.
Aries are very stubborn and strong-willed. Well, Libras can be very strong-willed too, though.
That's how you love. The Venus is like how you love, right? Yeah, that's not like overall personality wise. That's just how you love.
Yeah, it's just
happy birthday, Zuri.
Happy birthday, Zuri.
What's happening?
Oh, happy birthday, Zuri. I didn't know it was your birthday.
Gathering at your house.
It's her birthday today?
Saturday.
Zuri.
Yesterday was Taramus's birthday, wasn't it? The 14th?
No. Tarami's birthday is the 21st.
Oh, I knew it was something in April.
I only remember it because my birthday is on the 21st of February. So I just remember the date.
Where's Ramus?
Oh, Koya, you're a Pisces.
I am a Pisces.
She is.
You Lord.
With a lot of Libra in my chart.
Oh, you're a Pisces. My dad was a Pisces. That's beautiful.
I wish we was at the party.
Pisces are very
Capricorn. So
I like Pisces.
I got 3 planets in Libra. Now that I look at this chart,
I don't know what chart to be looking
why
at.
you trying to get along with them. You're too similar to them.
That's why I be going head up with them Negroes.
Exactly. That's too much.
Yeah.
Too much like me.
Maybe that's why I was like, no. It's not gonna work.
So I guess the Married at First Sight talk is really over.
Yeah. We went to the Zodiac world.
We're done.
We're in the Zodiac world now.
Let's sign off.
We probably should set off and just talk behind stage. So everybody's still listening. Thank you for watching tonight.
This might be my first and only video, first and only sign in. I gotta make sure my camera right. I'm not cloudy. It's clean. I look together next time I come on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, girl, you're fine.
Anyways,
look, y'all can kick it backstage. I gotta go check on these.
Okay, ladies. So we'll be back next Thursday. Koya, you gonna take us off? So see us next Thursday.